Good evening. So it's hard to talk right now because I have like anxiety and it's kind of just like nagging at me. When I open my mouth, I'm like, "You stupid clown." So this is all the more reason to do this, but it's kind of forcing it. It feels like, even though I have good stuff to talk about. It's hard to know what the like because when you watch too many movies and too much screen time, like I do or did. It's hard to know how life is supposed to be like juxtaposed, and how do you just get off the computer and just go immediately to something else, or do you wait? It's like, that's the thing about movies, is like they make it really like cinematic, and you're like, it makes you like flounder around trying to be cinematic with your life. At least I do. For me, it does that, and I can't imagine I'm alone. But yeah, it's like life has to feel like a movie. That's definitely one reason that I became mentally unstable. Like, I was just like thinking that I had to feel like the center of the universe. I've had to learn that I can be the center of my own world, because I am center of something without being the center of everything. And this goes back to the whole idea that um, my mind was very underdeveloped. That I had, um, how do I say this? It was just like either yes or no. It was there. It just was so underdeveloped, so immature. My mind, a certain part of my mind, like there was no option to like, when I was a writer, or trying to be a writer, there was no option for me to like just bite off some that I could chew and just go with that. I had to swallow the whole world at once or nothing. Like I couldn't even. I was just so stuck in binary thinking. It's crazy to think about, but it makes sense. So this is good for self-expression. It just, the thing is though, it feels like everyone else has their shit figured out. But it's so clear, like when you look at YouTube videos and they're like, "Oh, just do this or just do that, or here, give me 5 minutes and I'll get you a girlfriend." It's like, what the hell? Like that means you don't have your shit figured out. If you think that that is the truth, that you can really change everyone's lives that easily. Like, let me just tell you what's wrong, and boom, you're gonna be fixed. Okay, well, that's kind of bullshit. Sorry. Like, it might work for some people, but I would argue that those people, they find that at the right time or whatever. Just it just happened to be something that connected with them, or they just like, it's more of a parasocial connection. Like they just kind of like, I like this guy. He seems cool. The way he talks, so that could help too. So don't discount that. It's just that, to think that you're like really gonna save the world by one YouTube video. I don't know. it's this actually goes back to the binary thinking though. It's like you have to understand that it's possible that you could with many multiple videos, I guess, even one, and you do have to start with one. Like so, it's not like you want to go into it thinking, well, there's no hope, but you have to be able to hold in your mind like, well, realistically, one video is just the start, and even if I make a hugely prolific channel, YouTube channel, it may not reach the heights that you want it, like in material sense, like millions of subscribers, but that doesn't mean like 50,000 is wrong, you know, like that's a good 50,000 people, that's pretty good. And it could be deeper, than just the number of subscribers. It's also who you're reaching. Like there was this gig, the Sex Pistols, they did a gig, and it was like, I think like Morrissey was in the crowd, the guys from Joy Division were in the crowd, the guy from The Fall was in the crowd, and they all started a band after watching that. That's kind of an idealized anecdote of it, but it's kind of interesting. I was like, yeah, like what if you're just playing to a small crowd, but it's like this super influential, super potential crowd with a lot of potential. Could be, could be. You know what? I'm gonna keep this one short but sweet. It's been 7 minutes. That's solid. See you later.